The seasons come and go like thoughts of you.
Leave me here, you were never good enough. Won't change a thing now, there was never trust. Don't you say a word, cause I've heard it all. You were just a pain when you felt it all. Oh, something tells me that I won't miss it. It's the first time that we can't fix it. It's irreversible damage done. The thrill is gone. Ooh, baby, I ain't no one like you. You chose to keep the truth inside. Ooh, baby, gave my all to you. All you did was tell me lies. Something tells me that I won't miss it. It's the first time that we can't fix it. It's irreversible damage done. The thrill is gone.
What is going on, everybody? How's everybody doing? Neil, Prabhu, Game Maker, Phantom Ninja, Mr. Boxbox, what's up, dude? Gamer Addicts, Minsky, Arcade 30. I laugh every time I say that name. Input. How's everybody doing? Neil's watching me twice from Twitch and YouTube. What's up, Neil? I'm gonna fix my camera thingy. There we go. Okay, so here's the deal. I got two things to say. Sounds sick? Yeah, that's the first thing I'm gonna say is since last night I've had a stomach ache and I don't feel good at all. But I committed to this and we're gonna hashtag finish it. So literally I would rather be like sleeping laying on my stomach right now because it hurts. But I'm here because I committed and I have my beautiful community here and we're gonna finish this game. And the beautiful thing about live stream is I can't get any of you guys sick, so it's all good. That's the first thing. Second thing is this stream today is going to be in two parts. I have to stop around 4:45 today because we have a Game Dev Underground Elite Gold meeting that I have to attend. It usually lasts about an hour to 2 hours, so we're going to stop at 4:45 and we're going to get back on around 6:45-ish, maybe a little bit earlier. So it is going to be broken up into two different parts, and we're going to take like a 2-hour hiatus in the middle. So be prepared for that. Normally I do like 10-hour, 12-hour streams on the day 2 of the jam, but we're going to break it up in the middle. Dean, thank you for the subscription on YouTube. I appreciate it. It was sad I had to cancel my Patreon. I can't make it today. Oh man, I saw that yesterday. I got to talk to you, by the way, because I wanna get the details on that, if that's cool. Want to make the experience the best possible meeting we can ever do, right? And I want to improve in any way possible. You ever do bronze meetings? I don't do bronze meetings, but Neil, what we are in the process of doing is for all patron members, I want to do some sort of like Q&A or live stream or something. I'm not sure. The Patreon is being redone at the moment, so a lot's going to change. A lot's going to change over the next couple, well, I would say probably 2 weeks. We're changing it a lot. So a lot more stuff is going on the low end too. So people are gonna be happy about. Because I feel like too, like the more stuff I put on the low end, everybody gets that, so it's like it's more value for everybody. So we'll see how it works. All right, so our game. Let's get to our game. So yesterday we ended with a prototype and a stomach ache, but more importantly, a prototype. And the prototype that we had was a game, a platformer, where you cannot move or jump. You cannot move or jump, but you have these two magnets, and the top magnet follows the mouse X, the side magnet follows the mouse Y, and then the two mouse buttons control the magnets on or off. So check this out. So I left click and I suck this guy up with my magnet. My right click, I suck this guy up with my magnet. But you have to like magnetize this guy to get him out of the danger areas. And there are collectibles that you also have to suck up with magnets. Yeah, it's gonna get crazy. Okay, this is a rage game if I've ever built one before. And there are turrets, obviously. There are turrets that are going to be physics based. Yeah, this is gonna get quite crazy. And then the magnet power is in the top left. So today, primarily, since we have the prototype working, we're going to be working on the art. I would love to get this game art locked today. That never ever happens, and I always say that it should, but it never does. So that's again my goal. Again, we're going to try and get art locked today, which means all the art's done, and I would love to spend tomorrow on just sound and level design. I can't take credit for this idea, by the way. This was Devious Oatmeal's idea, so I'll give him credit for that because it's crazy, it's ridiculous. Anyway, so the main things that we have to do on the art side are, let me pull up the by the way, the name I'm thinking of, so you guys tell me your thoughts. So I had a dream about this, and I don't know why I dream about games that I'm making, but two game ideas, two game name ideas. The first one was it was Magnamonium, like pandemonium and magnet put together. Magnamonium. And I forget the second one. Should have wrote it down. So I guess we're going with Magnamonium. Shit. Oh well. My brain is fickle. It's really neat. Good job. Well, thank you, Dom. Magnet Man? No, I like Magnet Man, but it doesn't sound like Magnamonium. This is like pandemonium, right? This is like craziness. I feel like that would be. Walkus, what's up, dude? You ready for the meeting today? Get your shit done. All right, so yeah, so we're gonna get started on the art. What's the story mainly about? This guy's made out of metal, and his AI friend, I don't know what the fuck the story is. All I know is this guy's made out of metal. I was gonna make up a story, but yeah, I have no idea. So it's gonna be art stream today, mostly, depending on how quick we go. The silhouette of the guy that I was thinking about was gonna be probably like something like this. Like a teardrop kind of looking thing. Make him like a... But then Devious Oatmeal made this bad boy. Finished quite a lot. Time to enjoy the stream. Sweet, dude. We're going to take a break to do the meeting a little bit later too. So I'll stream and then we'll do the meeting and then I'll come back. And I thought this was pretty sweet though. This is when we were calling it Super Metal Man. And I really like this character design. I don't know though. I don't know what we're gonna do. Someone, what's up, dude? Are you gonna take a break from this finally? All right, so we have our list here of what we need to do. Metallica. It's a robot. Motors are broken, so hack the factory's control system. Use magnets to get repair station. That's great. That's good. I'm down with that. Magnamancer's good. But I want it to say, like, here's what I want to get across. Magnets, craziness, rage. Right? It needs to say like all this. And I feel like Magnamonium, even though it's a mouthful to say, it says all this. Right? Like it really does kind of get that across. Do you have some sort of degree? I'm wondering because I just signed up for university. I have videos on my channel that talk about that. I went to game and simulation programming school for 3.5 years and I dropped out 6 months of graduation. Yeah. School didn't work for me. It might work for other people, but it didn't work for me. Okay, so let's go through our asset list. Magnet Madness. Magna Craze. Does no one like my name? Magnamonium? Does no one like it? Because everybody's giving me name suggestions. Because it seems like you guys are subtly saying, Tim, we don't like your name. That's what it seems like. Magnamonium is fine. It sucks. Thanks, Aiden. Appreciate it. Magnamonium. It is a mouthful. It totally is. It is a mouthful. I get that. Okay, so game school sucked for me. I already worked in the games industry for 2 years. Yeah, it didn't. Maybe I went to a shitty school. I don't know. I don't know. Okay, so we're gonna create a magnet. Let's actually get some reference. So, because magnets don't really look like this. Want to go to Full Sail University? Anyone go there? You know, I went to a game jam at a Full Sail University once, and even though I didn't go to Full Sail, I don't know anything about the program, but I met a lot of really cool, really talented people there. So, and that was kind of cool. Actually, before we do that, let's make it the right size. Went to game development design school, but graduated in 2007, back when there wasn't so much free learning. I said that working in teams is the best thing I learned. Graduate Full Sail. Yeah, I would agree with that. One, I feel like I was in such an early game development program that nobody knew what the fuck to teach. So I kind of feel cheated in that way. Because I was just like, I don't know. I don't want to get into that because it's a very polarizing subject. Some people are like, oh yeah, Tim, you're right, school sucks, blah, blah, blah. And then some people are like, no, I had a great school experience. And then it's just back and forth. And nobody's right? Because everybody had different experience. What career should I study? Develop games, or at least useful basics? See, I don't I don't know, man. I really don't know. What I can tell you is based on my experience, and based on my experience, what I wish I would have done is um, go to school for like art or something. Art or straight like computer programming. And just learn the actual skills, not so much learn the game design stuff, but learn the actual skills. I really wish I would have went for art, to be honest. But I can't tell you what you should do. I have no idea what you should do. Goats, what did I miss from the stream? Goats, you missed that stream by a couple weeks. I'm in school for straight up computer programming, and it's more than enough to help me in this, honestly. Yeah, that's because, I mean, game development is comprised of a series of skills, right? There's programming, there's music, there's sound, there's art, there's design, and you know, UX and stuff like that. And if you learn one or two of those skills and you're good at it, you can figure out the rest, right? Like you can get people to help you, or you can pick it up on YouTube or something. Like you can figure it out. Delete this. Delete this. How do I turn this just into a peg? There we go. Scared, to be honest. I don't know what I'll do if game development doesn't work out. There's no. Here's my philosophy. Because I can't give advice to people, right? Like I'm just a dude with my own experiences and shit, and like we may be completely different people, right? But I can tell you one thing. Game development was never not going to work out for me. Actually, no, I take that back. The reason I went into marketing is because I thought I couldn't make money making games. But years later, when I came back to it, there was never a maybe. Right? I knew it was going to take a long time. So I went about it a different way. I do freelancing and stuff. That's how I pay the bills. Right? YouTube and streaming aren't quite there yet. YouTube and Patreon and all that stuff. I'm not quite where I need them to be to survive on that, so I do freelance. Axel, thank you very much for the subscription. And that pays the bills. I build games and software for people for hire. So I'm gonna do that as long as it takes to make it happen. Like there's no maybe, right? There's no crossing my fingers. There's no hoping one day. It's just like that's the plan. So if you're determined to do it, you can do it. That's my belief anyway. Alright, there's our magnet. Using Construct for a Game Maker Jam. It's not a Game Maker Jam. It's a Game Maker Toolkit Jam. Not to be confused with Game Maker. Someone said the very first, they were like, he picked the bad name because everybody's confused it with Game Maker. And I was like, nah, nobody's going to confuse that with Game Maker. And then literally ever since then, everybody in the chat's just like, oh, it's a Game Maker Jam. It's a Game Maker Jam. Do you do game asset design for freelancers? You say? No, I usually don't do any assets for the stuff that we do. I usually hire contractors. This is way off though. This looks weird. Why does this look weird? Because this needs to be... I do... Most of what I do is I get clients, to be honest. Because I happen to be good at getting clients, right? I used to run the marketing company. I know how to talk to people. That's like my skill set. I happen to be good at getting clients. So most of what I do is that. And then I hire contractors to actually get the work done. But for a very long time, I would do all the work myself. I still do some of the work occasionally. It depends on what we're looking at. One day for Gem, there needs to be a game dev underground mega team. See, that sounds great in theory, but in practice, I'm not sure that would work out. This is kind of the game dev underground mega team. Like, the games I make are not my games. Like, they're all of our games, okay? Like, all of us, like, dude, this whole game idea isn't even mine. This is just a constant community influx of ideas. People have told me that's why they like my streams, is because I work with the community to make a game. I don't just make a game while people watch. That was never my intention. Like, who wants to just make a game while people watch? That's boring. Let's make a game together. Is there a reason you're doing YouTube stream instead of Twitch? I'm doing YouTube stream and a Twitch stream at the same time. So there are Twitch people watching as well. Okay, so there's our magnet. Actually, we probably should get our color scheme locked down first, huh? It's a bad idea to just jump in. So we needed a palette. So let me actually magnet gang. Magnet video game. Colorful indie game. I don't know. I'm just trying to find like a... Oh, that's kind of cool. Is that where the highlighted shots come from? Yeah. I actually really like this color scheme. Dr. Javasaurus, welcome. Good evening. It's 1:47 p.m. So it's not super early. 8 hours in your past. Hugh, yeah, this game's badass. I missed this. It was free on Twitch Prime, and I missed it, and I really wanted to play it, and I was bummed about that. What do you guys think of this color aesthetic? Do you think we should copy this? The red, black, gray, blue, and yellow? I think we can make something cool out of just these colors. I actually really like these colors. Or should we look for something else? I wanna give this a stylized look. Like, I want it to... Simple but effective? Yeah. That's what I was thinking. Because we need the red for the magnets. Cyan and orange. You're gonna correct me on the shade of the color. The only other thing I can think of is factory game is taking like a factory palette, something like this, these grays and oranges. Factory colors are so blah though. They're just so like Alright, let's go with that. Let's go with that for now. Alright, so those are our colors. I'm going to create a swatch out of that real quick. So I'm going to go boom, 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 boom. And we're going to do the black. We're going to do the gray. We're gonna do, so there's actually two blues, so let's try and get the dark blue, and then let's break it in half. Let's do the light blue, so we have both. We can do the same with the gray actually, the dark gray, and we'll grab the light gray, so we have some shading, and then red, and then yellow, or orange, or whatever the fuck it is. Those are actually really cool colors. Actually, there's a white, looks like a white too, but that's only used for the highlight. Actually, is there darker? And there is. It looks like. I might be seeing things. Seems like yeah, it's a slightly different shade. I think it's just the way this game works. So let's actually, the one change I'm going to make to this is I'm going to take the same red and I'm going to move it slightly. And we're going to go on the pink spectrum. And that way we got, well, it doesn't look quite right. Let's go. That'll give us an extra color. All right, those are colors. So I think the backgrounds, the basis of the character dude, this software is called Inkscape. I need to do a command for that. Exclamation point software, exclamation point specs. All right, so let's do two things. One, are these groups still? No. So let's give this red, and these grays, let's go with that gray. I gotta do one at a time. I'm probably gonna do one at a time. There we go. That looks good. Faust Baz, thank you for the subscription. Is this direct black? No. Are there are shades of this, aren't there? It's not flat. All right, so here's what I'm thinking. It's just engine Zan. It's Construct 2. So if we do actually, I'm gonna change this shape. We're gonna go egg shape like. We're gonna copy Devious Oatmeal's idea for Super Metal Man. We're gonna make an egg. And we're gonna give him a utility belt. Give him a utility belt. That looks like an egg dick. We're gonna make it into a utility belt. Okay. What's the purpose of this game? To be a badass. I think so. We can make it. So his base color could be like this darker gray, and then his egg pants. His egg pants. Ooh. Delete. What the fuck, man? What? Can I not? Okay, there we go. What the fuck? Alright. There's egg pants. Oh, okay. And his egg pants can be the lighter gray. I've never heard someone say it looks like an egg dick. Yeah, well, this is a very unique stream, you know, so anything goes here. Okay, and then this guy can go here. Okay. Kind of could use someone that knows Unity at the moment. If there's not anybody in the chat, you could go to programming help in the Discord, Java source. Do you use Construct 2 to develop games? I use Unity 3. Yes, I use Construct 2. And then we need a little we need a little like belt buckle type thing. And then we need some eyes. Is there a particular reason you use Construct over Unity? It's faster for game jams, specifically. Much faster. Okay. So this should actually be mid-grade. No. Does Tim ever use Unity? No. I will for future projects though. One day I'm gonna betray you all. I will betray you all. Make the pupils. Do we need the pupils or no? Or should we just have the regular old egg eyes? He does kind of look like a metal machine. I don't know. Give the belt a budge on the right side as well. It looks good. Yeah, I did slightly. I guess it's not as big as the other one. Yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah, like yeah, it looks good. Let's do a line. And then put some no fill, but put some stroke on it. Bump the stroke up a little bit. Actually, I'm going to copy this because we might need it later. Summer, what up, dude? How's it going coding your own games? Fill, no, stroke, fill. It's easier than you thought. Oh, no way, dude. That's awesome. I'm happy for you. Coding his own games was easier than he thought. There we go. Actually, this can be... I got a slight Is the belt like a utility belt? That was the idea. That was the idea, but we gotta figure out the lore of this whole thing, because I really don't know why you would have a utility belt. Is that not? That's not in the center, is it? Actually, we should make his eyes like super fucking massive. We should just do that. So it's kind of like his mouth too. And actually, we should reverse these two. Should be dark on that side. That should be light as well. And these can be that black. You actually bought the Udemy course? Was coding your own games easier than you think? Do you have a favorite type of game genre that really inspires you when you get inspiration from developing your games? I don't know about genre, but you know what I've been really into lately is Metroidvanias. Metroidvanias and survival games. Like what I played a lot of is Hollow Knight and Don't Starve. Actually, I like this better when it was darker. Shovel Knight's great. Shovel Knight, Hollow Knight, what else have I played? A bunch of other stuff. What do you guys think of Eggman? Metal Eggman. What should we change? Like, it should be simple, right? It should be absolutely simple, but are we happy with that? Small team of 6 people. Every time someone says a small something, I was thinking a small loan of $1 million. I don't know why. Eyelids? He's gonna be, well, like, okay, let's take his, we're gonna repurpose his pants for eyelids. That makes him look weird. That looks good though. He wears his pants on his eyes. Oh. I should be separated and look at you, Chris. I was thinking about doing that because I learned a really cool trick to do that. You put the center of the image over here and you make like a square image, and then you just rotate the eyes at the angle. Let's make these a little smaller. Cusp node, get your shit off. Watching the stream part 1 at the same time to catch up. Oh, dude. That sounds hard. Alright, that's our main character. Whatever. I gotta move on. What we really need is the tile map. Actually, this looks a little lopsided to me. Still looks a little lopsided in this area. Whatever. So I think we fucked up. Unless black is going to be the base ground color, and then one of these is going to be the background. Because we can't make gray the background, because we have the main character as gray. So we might have to change it up a little bit, actually. Those colors might not work. Construction. Color palettes. It should look like it's in a factory. Like, that's not a bad color scheme. That's actually pretty cool. This is kind of what we need anyway. Do we have title for the game yet? The working title is Magnimonium. We've got 3 words. Magnets, craziness, rage. Those are mantra-ish. What game are you working on, Tim? Magnumonium. Magnumonium. Copy image. F to pay respects. Twist, what's up, dude? Alright, does our guy fit on here? Like... he kind of would. Red Bolt, what's up, dude? There's that. Then we'll grab the silver. Gray. And the whitish. Just slightly brighter. What if there is no character in my game? But there is a character in my game. There could only be magnets. For all the new peeps in the stream, I'll show you what the game is. Basically, it's a platformer where you don't control the character, but you have these magnets. Top one follows the mouse X, side one follows the mouse Y, and I can turn the magnets on, and I have to navigate the game with the magnets, basically. It's a crazy rage game. We're taking out all the movement, dude. Alright, I'm gonna try and create something similar to these. It's too big of a radius. Let's do. How come you make a game from an application instead of programming it? It still requires programming. It's just not written programming. I'm not sure what the question is. Like without writing out the code? Is that what you're asking? Setting options. Color overlay. Setting options. And then I just want to make is there an app or something I can use on my phone to build games? Construct 3 is mobile. Yeah, Construct 3. That looks horrible. That looks absolutely horrible. That looks really bad. Oh. Hindi. Engine is Construct 3. 2. Construct 2. Alright, so I'm going to try something. I'm going to go new. What do we want? 512 by 512. I'm going to create this as our first block. File, save as PNG. What is all this? What the fuck? Dropbox, projects, source, in progress. Happy Feel, but it's not Happy Feel. Tile map. Actually, the tiles were they're 250. They're yeah, that's PNG. So let me load that in. 64. Yeah. So all right. How does it look? That doesn't look. Kind of does. It looks pretty bad. It looks pretty bad. It looks pretty bad. I feel like these squares should be like squares. The ground could be moved by max. Yeah, we have a bunch of stuff that we're gonna do. That's probably gonna be one of them. All right. All right. Well, let's load this stuff in then. What's Tim's game about? Magnet Mayhem. Magnet Mayhem is what it's about. $256. Export as player. And then magnets, they should be 256 as well. $180 and $90. Gonna work on my GMTK jam. See you later, Vincent. All right, we're starting to get somewhere. It's starting to look decent. We're getting there. Let's make him a little bit smaller though. Let's go. Something like that. Let's actually, so there we go. And these can be, oops. Actually, I wanna give. So two things. One, Photoshop. This whole deal. How do I just make a square? Handsit, what's up, dude? Okay, maybe the black is a little too much. Maybe we should just have the gray. Those look better, the metal ones. I feel like they don't need the black though. I feel like they don't need the black at all. So let's do that. So let's do that. Oops. So this first one will be that block. And then we'll do that block with we're gonna need this block like cut in half. The magnet, I don't want magnet, I want polygon. Color overlay. Boom. And then rotate it 4-5. There we go, and we can actually put duplicate. And we'll do like the three, oops, we'll do the 3 dots, like. Yeet, what up? Those look weird, but whatever. And so then we'll do this here. File, save as, PNG, actually, image, size 256. So we got this, so we got 2 tiles now, so what we can do with this is we can do, boom, We could just make that basically. Steel Fox, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Alright, so let's see how that looks. Oh, there we go. Yeah, so we're good. We're good on that. What we want to is I want a bunch of other blocks that are this block but variations of it. So so like I like this square with an X in it. Adam, thank you for the follow, dude. I appreciate it. So we're gonna create a group out of this, but we're also gonna duplicate the group. Because I want to scale this down. And I want to try the X. Options, color overlay, darker. Duplicate. Actually, I want to see how this will look just as like an interior block. I'll say that as PNG. So we're going to take this block and we're going to randomly place it like this. It's basically for interiors. Just code in binary, I know. Alright, so that's good. It helps break it up a little bit, right? Looks like a platformer. Good. Then we're on the right track. That's what it should look like. All right. So we're going to need a little bit of polish. Like when you click to make the magnet turn on, I want a little like beam to come out of the magnet towards the guy, so you know what's happening. Because I don't think you guys can tell right now. Maybe you kind of can, but when I click on the magnet, you can't really tell that I'm clicking on the magnet. It just looks like he's floating. So I want like some kind of beam. I want him to aim towards the guy and shoot out a electromagnetic beam. No, boom. All right, and we need a couple other makeshift tiles. So, what did we have in our tile idea thingy? Did they really have no alternate tiles at all? Oh, they have the yellow thing. So we could do the yellow thing on one, and then the box of the yellow thing. I like the box of the yellow thing. Alright, so let's pull the colors in. Let's grab this yellow. And let's grab this black. I actually have no idea how to do this. As we go new by 32. Actually, this should be this color. It should be 45 degrees. Okay. I don't know how the hell we're gonna make this loopable. I guess I could slightly pinch it until the yellow starts and ends. That won't really work. That might work. Let's see. Oh, that actually works really well. I'm surprised I did that. Breaking a team game jam isn't fun. According to who? According to who? I think game jams are fun in teams, especially if you don't have all the skill sets the other team members have. All right, that should be all we need for this one. Let's see. Oops. That should be that one. Save as PNG. Oops, I gotta image size it. This is your first jam, and you think working in teams is no fun in jams for your first jam? That's what you think? Alright, let's see how this looks. It's a little small. I feel like it should be twice as wide. Yeah, because everything else is bigger. That's a shame. Alright, because it looked cool. Oops. Actually, yeah, that could work right there. That's what I should have done. Actually, this should be wide too. And the dots. Could be fun, but I'm being really unproductive. Productivity is their problem? Usually teams help with that a lot. Productivity is hard. That's one of the reasons why I stream when I do these, because I know if I sit alone myself, I fuck around and do dumb shit. I'll end up watching like Magic for Humans on Netflix or something. Alright, look at that. That looks fantastic. Oh my god, that looks great. Yes. Okay, so with this we're gonna need an angled one, and we're gonna need a full square one. A leader is important, yeah, for sure. I feel like the egg needs an outline too. We should give him an outline. Alistair, thank you for the subscription on YouTube. Alright. I feel like the egg and the magnets need an outline. Alright, so now that that's done, duplicate layer. don't know how that's supposed to work, but that's gonna look pretty bad. Mm. Draw a gray line and add 2 dots indicating bolts. Troy, what up, dude? A line for each corner? Like from the corner to the edge, like that? Actually, I'm gonna see how this looks, because it may not look bad. I don't know. We'll see. A lot of times you can't really tell until it's an engine. Well, that's gonna look bad. Troy, how did optical optimize go? Keek and Drake confirmed for Smash Ultimate. Drake's dead, dude. Drake died. Drake died to Kamikaze. I'm sorry to disappoint you, but he's dead after that. Optimized went great. Sweet, dude. I know a couple people mentioned they were in it. PNG. Oops. Size 256. Tons of improvements. I'm gonna be out of town before I can play any of the games. Aw. Alright, so then let's add this guy. First of all, what if we add it in there, and then what if we actually have like this, like that? Alright, so they look weird next to each other. Andre, thank you very much for the description. Yeah, they look weird. They look weird, especially because those look so good. They look really weird. Whoa. There's a platformer without jumping? Pretty much. Without moving or jumping. It's like looking quite good compared to last night. Well, thank you, dude. I'm trying to get it there. We don't got a lot of time left. Alright, those look like shit. I don't know how to... What What do these guys do? They actually have... Oh, you know what? That might be... Okay. Hold on. Okay, so hold on. So file new 128 by 128. If we take these, make a whole thing of them, how are we gonna scale it up? I guess we could scale it up. Oh, I just need the sticks longer. Having a happy pill idea didn't work for game restrictions. So, Stefan, every time I set out to make a game that's meaningful, that adds something to people's lives, I end up making a game about space ghosts that shits cupcakes. I don't know why this happens, but it's a phenomenon known to many frequenters here in my stream. I want to make a game that makes an impact, that is something like Happy Pill, right? It talks about how everybody's chasing their own happiness, but most of the stuff that they try and get happy with just makes them worse, right? Like, that's such a significant thing. And then we end up making a game about an egg magnet guy. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I have no idea. It's a phenomenon researchers call live stream development. Maybe. Maybe. No, that won't work. I don't know how to do this. I guess if I scale them uniformly. I don't know how to do this. I'm not gonna waste time on it. John, thank you for the follow. I guess, Troy, let me try your idea real quick. You said one of these bad boys. That looks freaky, man. That like hurts my eyes. So where's the make game button that everyone says Unity has? I can't find it. That's everybody has to find the button. That's the only way to make a game. Are we gonna have Nicole's voice recordings? There could be robots in the game with voice recordings. She's working today. I don't know. Stargate, what's up, dude? Oh, let's see if this looks any better. I don't know. We'll see. It looks weirder for sure. Nicole doesn't like to do voiceovers anyway. No, it just looks messier. I guess we could do without those. We could stick to just top ones. We're gonna need corner ones though. I gotta figure out how to do that. What if the robot spoke guitar? That's an idea. What are those striped blocks for? I was just gonna make something that is along the floor, so, like. No, what we're gonna do now is I'm actually gonna add outline to Eggman and outline to that, and then ungroup. Okay. Objects, ungroup. Delete these off of the second one because we don't really need those. The only reason we need those is for the color. Alright, so a couple quick adjustments. That needs to be out. That needs to be out. Okay. At first his name was Metal Man, so I thought the antagonist would be Mega Man. Are you gonna name the antagonist Sonic? Dude, this is... Okay, this is like... there are some subliminal references coming in here, I'm sure. Okay. Eggman and Metal Man. Export as... Alright, let's load these in. Alright, these should look better. Yes, those look much better. Magnets need to be a little bit bigger though, the magnet outlines. Eggman is awesome. Well, thank you. All right, we're gonna need to design the background pretty soon too. Alright, actually, let me do, while we're at this, let me do, it's gonna be like that. Oops. It's probably too much. It's probably too much. I do it not enough and then I do it too much. I'm used to it. Whatever. Actually, that's not bad. That's not bad. That's good. When magnets collect coin, that's what they kind of do now. Indeed, they're like, this is a coin. When I hold on the magnet, it kind of goes with the magnets. So I was having like scrap of metals. Ow. What's this game about? It's about getting an egg metal man to the promised land. The mythical robot promised land. Because he believes in space goats, and everyone tells him that space goats aren't real, but he always wanted to see a space goat his entire life. So he's trying to make it out of the factory to see a space goat before he dies. Okay, quick changes. One, I'm gonna make the seamless mode on. How did you get the screen shake? I just did the screen shake command. This game is a Bible allegory now. Yeah, it is. This is Jonah, Jonah the Eggman, and this is all the giant whale, the mechanical whale. Is that something you programmed yourself? Well, I programmed it. What do you mean? The slanted blocks have a white background. Oh, you know why? Because I didn't save it as transparent. I just turn this off. Then it's magic. Then it's all good. And actually, I should go a step farther than that. No, that's fine. So that'll fix it. Next time I save it. What was I gonna do? I was gonna do something and y'all made me forget. Y'all made me forget. I was gonna do something cool and y'all made me forget. Y'all. Behavior. Screen share command. Samuel, okay. If what I do, I'll tell you, it's very simple. So I create an object in Construct 2 called a camera, okay? I create this little object right here. It's called a camera. I take the camera and I add a behavior scroll 2. So I add scroll 2 behavior. And then in the scroll 2 behavior, that means the camera always moves to the object, and then inside the scroll 2 behavior, there's a screen shake command. Okay, so another thing that we should do. What the fuck was I gonna do? Actually, we should prototype the background right now. We should just get that out of the way. Oh, the eyes. That's what I was gonna do. The eyes. Okay. File new. 32 by 32. What color were these eyes? These color. Running options. Color overlay. This color. And what I do is file, save as, PNG, player, eyes. And then, okay, so what we do is we load the player in with no eyes. We create two other image points. We call them I1, which should be here, and I2, which should be here. And then we create another object, insert new object, sprite, player eyes. What I created on that, of course I did. Put on layer player. And then what we do is player eyes. I'm going to create two different objects. So we've got 24 and 25, and then so we'll say on start of layout, player eyes, pick by unique ID 24, and same thing with 25. And we're going to add a pin behavior to the eyes. Pin. And what we're going to do is we're going to set position to another object, player, and this one's going to be image point eyes 1, and then we're going to pin it into object position only. We're going to do the same thing here, except this one's going to be eyes 2. And then what we do is every tick player eyes, set angle to angle player eyes dot x, player eyes dot y, mouse dot x, mouse dot y. Pick ID with objects. Okay, so up here, whenever you select an object, like I select an object here, it says UID. So each object has a unique ID. So this is 17, this is 0, this is 4. And for example, I can't just say take the eye and put it here because we need this specific one. We need the left eye and then we need the right eye, but they're the same object. So I pick by unique ID 24 and then I pick by unique ID 25 so I can take that individual object and do something with it, if that makes sense. So this should, Okay. Almost. 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 Did I get the IDs right? 24 and 25, I think I did. Yeah, I did. And eyes 1 and eyes 2. I 1 and I 2, that's the problem. So you back to Happy Pill? No. No. It's Metal Man now. So the eyes are following the mouse position now. They should be. Almost. We're getting there. The second eye doesn't want to work for some reason, but we're close. Howdy, what's up, dude? I don't know why the second eye doesn't want to show up. Oh, maybe the layer. Okay, hold on. That might be it. There we go. Look at that. That's a really good. That adds a lot of polish. Cause he like stares at you as he's spinning. That's pretty cool. It makes him feel alive. You know what I just noticed too? His colors are still using the old color scheme. So we gotta... Oh no, they're not. But we didn't have the orange. We gotta make it that yellow. What yellow did we end up using? What yellow is this? Bill. Oops. That's close. Let's make his belt this yellow. There we go. And then the bottom, did we... This could be this color. Okay, so this should fit in with the color scheme better. Let's get rid of the eyes. Actually, let's make the eyes white so they can stay there, but we just won't see them. Should match better. Yeah, it matches better. That was just me, but your left side is showing static. What do you mean? Over where? On my arm? On my camera, or? Does that fix it? Yeah, we're gonna add magnetic weapons for sure, dude. We gotta get this going though. We gotta get the background and all that. Oh, there's a little bit of. There's a little bit. I see it. Hold on. All right, so let's do the background and let's do the spikes before we add more polish. Actually, you know what kind of polish we do need though? We need the... It doesn't need to be a beam, but it could be like something, some effect on the magnet. Should we do like a track, like a factory track for the magnets, so they're on like physical tracks? Do you control the magnets and nothing else, Glory? Yes, that's what's happening. So all you control is whether or not the magnets are on or off. There's our beautiful turret. That's what I suggested. Oh, did someone else suggest it? I must have missed that. Yeah, I think that would look better. That was a good idea, guys. Thank you for the idea. That'd be kind of cool. That would like... Okay, so let's... I feel like we need a background now, because with the egg and all that, I'm getting nervous that we're not going to be able to find a background that looks good. Well, I guess we could use the darker black. Uh, 64 by 64. BG. Let's just see how it looks. Wait, what? Oh, because the opacity. Actually, this doesn't look bad. Let me resave this as transparent image size. Actually, you know what? Does anybody know how to scale this down exactly so the images don't have edges on the background? If we don't resample. Bilinear, is that it? Yeah, that looks better. Hold on. PNG. Bilinear. There's the transparency, okay. Yeah, see now there's no like edges in between them. That's good. Alright, that background is a little dark. It's a little dark. Alon, what's up, dude? It's a little bit dark. I don't know. Should we try a lighter one? What if we try, what's this guy? That's probably not light enough. I'm good, dude. How are you, Alon? No, that almost looks identical to lights in certain areas for ambience. Well, yeah, we could do like a parallax lights, I guess. That probably wouldn't look bad. You know what I just noticed too? When you die, your eyes don't go. So we need to set eyes visible. Don't know what I'm looking at, but it looks interesting. Basically, he doesn't move. I only control these two magnets. The top one goes left to right with my mouse, and the side one goes up and down, and I can click to activate the magnets. And I have to navigate this world using magnets. Eyes rolling around is a cool effect. Yeah, we're gonna keep it. It's very hard. Yeah, it will be very hard. For sure. Okay. Oh, boop, boop. So we also need to limit these so they can't go... Because like these shouldn't be able to overlap here. So we need to put limits in, and we should do that with the tracks. Are you going to make the egg more controllable? No. I'm not going to make the egg more controllable. No, sir. No, sir. You keep the eyes rolling around when they die? No, he disappears when he dies. So maybe lerp the magnets or just manual limit. No, I like that they're instant because it gives you a little more control. But I want to make like the limit here, so like there's like a manual limit where they can't go because they're gonna be on tracks, and like I don't want you to be able to do this. Egg is pretty controllable. Like you have to know what you're doing, but it's pretty controllable. Like I can get, well, I say that and then I die. I can get past this turret guy pretty easily. Watch, watch. I'll show you my skills. See, and then I can knock him over. Nope. God damn it. Never mind. I'm not gonna show you my skills anymore. Okay, we're just gonna stop that. Jessica, thank you. I appreciate it. It is coming together. It's starting to look decent. Oh. Don't quotation mark skills, okay? I got skills. Okay, this is the BG. What if we did... What if we just add, like, random dots in there? Random, barely visible dots. But, like... What color are these? Copy where style. Just to give you some kind of view of what's going on. That's too many dots. That's way too many dots. That looks weird now. That looks really creepy. Because I want to add a little bit of parallax in there. It does add a little bit of depth. Maybe I can make it bigger. Image size, like one, like... Try the dots on the BG darker. Yeah, that's a good tip. So we'll do this color then. This darker color. That's not bad. It looks a little weird. But with a little bit of parallax, I think that'll actually look decent. And then we'll put some light posts in front of it. I'm actually going to spread these out less. And then, actually... half of one right here. And half of one right there too. So if we do this, they come together perfectly. I'll save as PNG, so it doesn't look like a scene basically. Changing circle size? Yeah, we should actually do that. We should change randomly. That big one, it's yeah, it doesn't look bad. So having a bolt in each corner. This is for the GMTK jam. Yeah, it looks pretty good. You know what I should do? I'm gonna try both though. I'm gonna try that bolt pattern. So this right here, I'm gonna add to a group. And then I'm gonna duplicate this. Pull this outside of the group. The group I'm gonna give an opacity to. Oh, and then this I'm gonna put we'll try and put is that the color around platformers and magnets are the same as the BG, so trying to make the BG darker. The make the whole background darker. No, that looks bad. Even darker than what we have. Yeah, the outlines are the same color. So let me go back and turn these off, put the opacity back up on these. What, so, what color is this? Could be like almost black. Blending options. Color over there. Alon, should the outlines be black, or should the background be darker as the? What do you think? Those dots are a little too black. Francisco, what's up, dude? The dots are too dark, yeah, I agree. Actually, bump the opacity. Yeah. That's not bad. Yeah, the player really stands out now. The player and the magnets totally stand out. That was a good tip, dude. Thanks for that. This game looks interesting, very cool. Thank you, Francisco. You can randomize the dots in a layer. Event sheet, make it look more regular. Yeah, but then we add a bunch of sprites, and we're using a bunch of physics and stuff. I don't want to kill the performance. Randomize the rotation of the BG squares. I can't, because I'm not using a tile map. Add a thin black edges, outline only on magnets in the player. Well, they have outlines. You're saying add a black outline outside of the outline? Or replace the outline with black. So they have, like, if you look at the magnet right here, it has... Oh, add like a third outline. Alright, I'll try that. I'll take some tips from the animation god. Pure black, 000. Look at that. 33% of the original edges. A little bit smaller. Like that? Is that good? Or is that a little too small? What do you think? That's not 30, that's like 25%. A little bit bigger. White instead of black might look good too. No, that will stand out a little too much. Devious, what's up, dude? We're working on an egg inspired by your drawing. Scale wide on the X. Oh, you want it wide on the X. Okay. I'll do the same on the magnet. I gotta edit the... It's a little small. Actually, that does kind of help it stand out a little bit. You can't really tell it's there. Is there a command for adding edges like this in Photoshop? I never used Inkscape. Yeah, it's called stroke. Actually, that would have been a better idea to just do the stroke with it. if I was just... Yeah, that would have been a smarter idea. I should have just... There we go. There's a stroke. That would have been a... Yeah. Yeah, I'm... They're both the same size. Okay, so the stroke... Let's do a 1.6 stroke. And we'll do that here too. 1.6. All right, and then scale up to 6. It's about 50% of the original outline, and it's great. Perfect. Um, yeah, they definitely stand out more. I'm sure I like that though, to be honest. I'll keep it. Maybe it'll grow on me. No, it definitely it stands out. Like it pops out more. Go back to Inkscape, make the black outlines 50% transparent. I'm spending too much time on this. I gotta. So like 1, 25, 27. Yeah, I gotta get to the other stuff of the game though. We only got till tomorrow at 5. Yeah, that looks better. That looks better. We've got to add. We have to do stuff like the spikes. We have to figure out how to do that shit. We have to do coins, and we have to do. We're gonna do saws and turrets. This is a turret. We gotta do a turret. Stuff like that. And then we gotta do a track, and we gotta do a bar for the magnet power as well. Okay. It's gonna be a challenging game. Yeah, it's gonna come down to level design a lot, but you have to figure out the. So I want a lot of time for level design. Okay, so a couple things we're gonna do. One, we're gonna limit these. The magnets look very nice. Well, thank you. I think that really helped. That black effect really helped on that. Alright, so a couple things. First, let's actually create a... Thanks for that, Alon, by the way. Thank you, dude. Magnets. Why do the magnets go back and cross? That's what we're fixing right now. Took 2 days off, finished my items. Arcade roguelike game. Can't believe other games taking shape. Oh, sweet, dude. Congrats. Every tick. I'm impressed. Took everything in me to restrain myself. Ending this jam. I've literally done 3 in a row. That's 3 weeks. Need to rest. Get it fixed. Just watch this. Yeah, dude. It's pretty sweet. I'm pretty happy with how it's turned out. I don't blame you for not joining, Neil. Dude, it's jams take a lot out of you. Okay, so this one, UID 3 is top one. So we'll say if compare X, X is greater than camera X plus what is it, 1920 by 1080. The camera is usually in the center of the screen. So 950. If it's greater than that, then set X to 950. So that should solve it on the right side. Let's see. Okay, 950 is a little high. Let's try 900. Yeah, so it kind of stops there now. Okay. Let's stop it though. Let's stop it before it gets here. So let's go like 800. Command isn't working. Oh, sorry. The Nightbot's weird. I'm using Construct too. Okay, that's not just 700. Is this game based on some rules theme or just whatever? Like, so the theme was genre without mechanic, meaning that you have to take a genre like racing and do a racing game without steering or something like that. What we did is a platformer without movement, so we're using the fucking magnets to pull you along. Platformer without jumping or movement, yeah, pretty much. So you can't move. The only way you move is by activating the magnets. Okay. Layout width won't work, Alon, because the layout width is a lot wider than the camera. This is the layout width. This is the camera width right here. And we'll do the same thing for less than. Minus 700. Okay, so it's gonna be like stuck in the middle here, right? That's gonna be the track. And then same thing with this. This is gonna be in this simulator. Who's typing for him? My magical ghost buddy is typing for me. That's who's typing for him. So if compare Y is greater than, and this is going to be probably like 300. Set Y. is less than minus 300. Not plus minus. Minus. Don't forget to add God mode just so I could scroll as a ghost egg at the end of the screen. We call it Tim mode around these parts. Okay, so now they can't. Okay. So they're kind of locked now. I feel like this should go down a little bit more, so let's do that. So plus, let's do plus 400. Tim mode. Yeah. Shouldn't vertical go higher? No, because I don't want them to overlap. What do you mean? This is where they're at. They like barely touch. So if I hold them both, because this, if I activate this one right here, I can go wherever this one can't, right? I can pull them left or right with this one, and pull it forward with this one. Will the egg stick to the magnets? Well, this is your magnet power right here, so you can't use it for too long. But yeah, it will stick to the magnets as long as you have magnet power to actually use the magnet. Okay, so now that we got that going, okay. So we have about another 45 minutes before I gotta take my break. But I wanna the final UI is not gonna be numbers alone, it's gonna be a bar, a magnet bar. Game looks pretty interesting so far. Thanks, RK. Thanks, appreciate it. Actually, we don't need these anymore, do we? No, we don't. Also, we should add parallax to this, so let me do that real quick. Let me add a couple layers. So this one's going to be BG3, BG2. I don't know what we're going to have time for. How many? BG1, map, player. Okay, so this one is going to be the farthest back, so this one's going to be on BG3. And this one's going to have a parallax of 40, 40. We're going to lock that. And then actually on the layout, we're actually going to do we're going to do 6,000 by 20,000. So in the final game, when we start designing this stuff, I'm actually going to start you like down here so you can kind of climb up and go as you go. Yellow numbers with a black background be okay. Yellow bar. Yeah, so this is our yellow for our palette. That'll work really well for UI. I agree. I agree. So the two things that we need now are spikes and saws and turret. Actually, that's three things. But what I think is, what's the current camera view resolution? 1920 by 1080. It's HD. So I want to create a little electricity effect using our yellow, maybe. Turn stroke off. I'm not really sure how to do this, but we'll figure it out. Same as solar, gonna have a graphic. It's we're doing solo. Sorry, dude. So like Karoy, thank you for the follow, appreciate it. We should try Team Jam once. It's not a big project. It's produce original music and 100 archive world music. Oh, sweet, dude. Yeah, I mean, well, I'm down if you do the art and animation and I do the programming. You do the music too. Okay. I'd be down for that. Maybe do a weekend one or something. That looks so horrible, but whatever. Do I just animate like 2 yellow objects? Or, what am I thinking? Be aware of our Team Jam. People will expect our official game production by us. No, dude. I've done enough jams on stream to just give 0 fucks. when I first started, the first Ludum Dare I started. Love, envy, hate, jealousy. Thank you for the subscription. I appreciate it. The first jam I started, the Ludum Dare one, I think it was like 37, 38, 39, something like that. I was terrified. I was terrified, and we made a horrible game. But now I don't really care. You put the yellow behind the magnets. Yeah, I probably should. Add an orange stroke after the yellow. Why are there 2 strokes? White, yellow, orange, dark orange. We should scale our white down a little bit. Got my first game jam was a platform where you had a rocket jump platform with Gears of War style shaky cam. Oh, that sounds sweet. It's the hardest time consuming thing about these projects, the programming of the art and animation. It's definitely the art and the animation. For me anyway. I don't know, some people are really way better than me. White, yellow, orange are fine. Alon, would you change this at all? What would you do? Teach me, sensei. For that, I was just thinking the animation of just moving this stuff, so it's just like that. The shape or anything? You think the colors are perfect? Can you add 3 or 4 frames? Yeah, I could do 3 or 4 frames. That was the plan, so Alpha should be in the blue family, like it should be blue electricity. What are your thoughts on vector versus pixel art? That is purely opinion based, and I like vector art better. To change the shape, okay. Let's do that. Just kind of move everything around. Is that different now? Make it like... Yeah, really different. Too much. That's really different, right? Like the opposite of the spikes, like in more. It's kind of what I try to do. No. No, bring my angle back, what you do. Frame 3 empty. Okay, so frame 3 has nothing. Like just that. And then frame 4. You're only building 1 level, you could build 3 levels, so let me do some major. Yeah, I want to get to level design as soon as we finish art. That's going to be a big part of this. Yeah, change the way. Yeah, I gotta do that. If it loops, I think a giant spark might look really weird. Stefan, I've seen Alon's animation, and he's pretty legit at what he does. So I'm gonna listen to him, and we're gonna see what we come up with. So I'm actually gonna just. I'm curious. Yeah, me too. Me too. Me too. Animation is my weak point. Like, my art isn't the greatest, but I'm actually pretty happy with like my art style. Like it's good enough for like for me to make games and people know what the fuck they're looking at, right? So that's all I really care about. But my animation is like I gotta work on that. So I'm glad I can do that here. Wonky art. Art is easy. It takes a lot of time. It's easier. The coding is longer. See, also, I disagree, man. I mean, it's going to be opinion based on. Some people are just wired for programming more than art. Like, I've been programming my entire life, so it's a lot easier for me to do that than it is for me to do art. Along these frames look good to you? It looks so hurting and slow working in non-animation software because I see Timmy working fast in software, to be honest, not the best animation. Yeah, I agree. I agree. That's my next like thing I need to tackle in my life is what I want to learn is I need to go into an animation software, and I need to just learn all that stuff. Been coding for a living in 17 years, and you think art is easier than programming? All right, let's give this a shot. So our biggest issue with this actually is going to be we're actually going to have to make a frame out of this. So okay, so we're going to have to export this strip and actually pull it into Photoshop. Because all of this stuff has to be the same size in order for this animation to work right. So 256, 256. Alright, so the original goes on top. Ooh. Alright. Shit. Okay, so this has got to be. Just make the sparks animated and add them to the magnet. Yeah, that's probably a better idea, to be honest. But we're already here, so. Actually, yeah, I'm just gonna do that. That's probably a better idea, because then we can use them on something else if we need to. Alright, we'll see how these look. Magnet origin. Okay. 423. We'll be on for another 15 minutes. Pick by ID. This is ID 2 and UID 9. UID 2, UID 9, and then 3 and 4. Behaviors, pin. Set position to another object, magnet. Set angle to magnet dot angle. So I should probably do that first, and then pin to object, position and angle. KA, what's up, dude? Okay, and then these should be invisible by default. And then while your button is down, set visible. Set invisible. While the button is down, set visible. While the button is not down, set invisible. Alright, that should do it. Let's see. Oh, what the fuck? The angle's wrong. So hold on. Set angle plus 90. Because I forgot we turned it. Oh, we didn't set it to the image point either. It's gotta be sparks. Oops. Yeah, sparks. Oh, we also gotta put it below the magnet. Low to bottom. Wait, is it not going to? Oh, because the origin's in the middle. Let's change the origin. Put the origin down here. Alright, quick assign bottom. Apply the whole animation. There we go. Actually, start to make it 45 or 60. I think we need to make it a little bit smaller too. I don't like that. Would it be too difficult to play if you lock the mouse and hit it, but program the mouse movements to move the magnets like an FPS? We can hide the mouse, let's try. Mouse. It's weird without the mouse, dude. Like, I don't know where my cursor's at. The guys that are watching, or guys and gals that are watching, it helps to see what's going on with the animation, right? Like, you can see what magnet is activated now. I'm gonna try something on the animation. I'm gonna delete the empty frame. Let's slow it down until 20. No, it definitely looks better, way faster. I just think it looks weird. I think it's my shapes, honestly. Repaint on it. No, it's all good, Alon. We'll stick to that. Bring them to the front. Maybe we should bring them to the front. Let's try that. Now that they're smaller. No, we needed the animation, but I'm not happy with how the animation looks. And I think specifically I think it's this shape right here, to the left. I think it should go out that way, but that's me nitpicking. Okay, so we have the basic game. I'm gonna move on to the spikes because we can't spend any more time on that. Yeah, I just think this right here, this one should be like that. That's me being super nitpicky. And this. But that's whatever. I'm gonna leave that. Spikes animated or stable? Both. Both. Okay. So I'm actually going to do these inside a perfect square. Just so I can get this right. JPTL, thank you for the subscription. I appreciate it, dude. How the fuck do I turn these to just static? I gotta get off scene. Corner, yeah, corner. That's what I want. There we go. And I'll make exactly half of a square. Am I automatically disqualified if I use music that I wasn't made during this stream? The rules say that you can't use anything that you've made beforehand. So, according to the rules, to make the magnet animation a Wi-Fi symbol moving toward the magnet like a bunch of arcs, smaller towards the magnet, that would look better, I feel. Tyler, we might do that. That's a good idea. We might make that happen. So better with no music. Well, I don't know what is there any prizes, Carol? Like, I think he might play a couple things on his channel, but I don't really think it matters, dude. Like, you don't win anything, so you can do whatever the hell you want, I guess. You know? We play some of the games. Yeah, I would like to go. Can't tell if should these be like, should the outline be like symmetrical or should it be like off center? Because I kind of like it, feel like it's more stylized off center. If that makes sense. I don't know. I kind of like it off center. I think that's kind of cool. Missing one more thing on the spike. What? What am I missing on the spike? Don't listen to him, Tim. You only need to do what he says. You're talking about Mark Brown or you're talking about Lon? Okay, so what else? These are some cool stuff. We'll probably work on a saw. Add a pure white over the gray spike on the left. Alright. Thin white shape on the side. What shape? These use a gradient like on the white side. I see that, okay. A mini triangle, okay, so like fill. Look at that. That looks pretty good. Make it taller. Yeah, that looks good. Okay, this is 402. It needs to be. Actually, sure. Let's just export it like that. Proud of you, Tim, learning tricks. I'm learning the tricks. The tricks of the trade. Alright, so we're actually going to do file new 128 by 128. I want room on the top and the bottom because this stuff doesn't, this program doesn't Construct 2 doesn't always get it pixel perfect. And so these actually, what layer is this on player? It should be on map below. Below the map. map below. Music, when he's mine, you're gonna make music too. Yeah, I gotta make everything solo. Those are dangerous. Those look dangerous. Those look really good though. Okay, the downside of that transparency, actually transparency should be on the top, it should be on the bottom, because that throws the PNG, it throws the collision off. Make the gray on the sparks darker. Well, the gray we used was, I guess we could use this other gray. Yeah, they look sharper. They definitely look. All right. When we come back, because I have to end now, because we're going to do an Elite Gold meeting. By the way, if you're not part of the Patreon, you should check it out, because part of what's awesome about Game Dev Underground Elite Gold is twice a month, all of us get together and we have a fantastic mastermind. That's what I'm going to go do now, because today is the day we do the mastermind, and it starts at 5 p.m. So I'm going to end the stream, because we gotta meet with everybody. We gotta talk about our accountability stuff, go over our goals, go over everything with everybody and the whole group. I will be back online in about 2 hours. Mastermind, it's basically a group where we all hold each other accountable. So we go through everything that you need to get done, and we go through everything that you were supposed to get done last week, and we talk about it and what problems and challenges were, and we all share a little bit of our knowledge and help each other get past roadblocks and stuff. So we're gonna go do that. I gotta meet with people. I join have the schedule for that. Well, you're watching a stream, Devious. Maybe Saturdays work for you. I don't know. No, I'm just kidding. But we got to go do that. So, like I said, I'll be back on in about 2 hours. So it's 4:45 now, maybe 6:45, something like that, maybe a little bit earlier. Sometimes they go a little bit quicker. But I have to get off to go do that. And then when we come back, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be working on saws, collectible coins, and then we're going to get some sound effects in. And then tomorrow I'm going to try and keep completely to level design. It's actually extremely rare for me to be up at this time. I was surprised it happened twice. Well, I appreciate you spending your awake time with me, Devious. Thank you everybody for coming out to stream. I will be back in 2 hours, so come back here, set your alarms, set your stopwatches, and we'll finish up the game as much as we can when I get back. So thank you everybody. I appreciate you coming out. Twitch peeps, I'll see you in a bit. Might host somebody.
Once you leave me, it's over.